நீங்கள் பார்த்து கொண்டிருப்பது உங்கள் RSKV யூடியூப் சேனல்.
Income Tax Inspectors Exam 2011 Paper 1 Income Tax Law and Computation. Important instructions படிக்கிறேன். First, all questions carry 1 mark each. Second, for each incorrect attempt 1/8 mark shall be deducted. Third one, in case more than one bubble is filled for a question or the bubble is left blank, that question will be awarded 0 marks. Fourth, wherever assessment year is not given, it may be taken as AY 2004 to 2005. Okay, first question படிக்கிறேன். Where the return is furnished after the due date, the wealth tax assessee shall be liable to pay simple interest at the rate of answer A 1%. Second question, interest paid on account of delay in payment of tax is answer not an allowable expenditure. Third question, procedure prescribed for recovery is answer mandatory. Procedure prescribed for recovery is mandatory. Fourth question, a plot of land shall be exempt under Wealth Tax Act if the area of the plot is 500 square meters or less. Fifth, under section 132 of the Income Tax Act 1961, which of the following authorities cannot be authorized for search and seizure action? Inspector of Income Tax. This is answer. Sixth question, any payment received by the employee through an employer in respect of any period of leave which is not availed by him will be part of his taxable salary. Answer true. Seventh question, the registration of a trust for availing benefit under section 11 is granted by commissioner or director of income tax under section 12AA. Eighth question, under class B of subsection 2 of section 119 of the Income Tax Act 1961, the board may, to avoid hardship in any case or cases, authorize any income tax authority not being commissioner appeals to admit an application or claim for all the above. Exemption, deduction, refund. This is all the above. Okay, ninth question, a firm X is engaged in trading in machinery. It gave loan of rupees 1 lakh to another firm V during the previous year 2011-22. The loan went to bad and written off in the books of firm X in the previous year 2022-23. The amount allowable as deduction for assessment year 2023-24 is answer 1 lakh. C. Answer 1 lakh. 10th question, under the subsection 6 of section 120 of the Income Tax Act 1961, the board by notification in the official gazette may not assign jurisdiction to any income tax authority. Answer none of the above. Okay, next 11th question, in case an individual is foreign national but resident and ordinary resident in India, the net wealth shall includes assets which are located in India. 12th question, under subsection 1 of section 138 of the Income Tax Act 1961, the chief commissioner or commissioner may furnish or cause to furnish any information relating to an assessee applied for by another person if answer it is in public interest. If it is in public interest. Okay, 13th question, under the provision of section 269 XXSS of the IT Act 1961, what is the amount of loan or deposit which can be accepted from the depositor otherwise than by an amount payee check or account payee bank draft less rupees 20,000. 14th question. 14. When a change has occurred in the constitution of the firm, then and shall not be entitled to carry forward so much of the loss proportionate to the share of the retired or deceased partner as exceeds his share of profits, if any, in the firm in respect to the previous year. 15. As per subsection 1 of section 221, answer B, penalty must not exceed arrears of tax. 16. The trust can invest the accumulated fund in any of the following assets for availing the benefits of exemption under section government securities, deposits and bonds as specified under section 11(5). 17. Which of the following is an allowable expenditure in computation of profits? Sales tax paid. 18. Where interest is mandatory, opportunity is not necessary to be given to the assessee. 19. The board has power to make rules under section 295. 20. A firm X paid commission of rupees 1 lakh to its agent who is a resident on 31/12/22. No tax was deducted at source on that amount during the previous year 2022-23. The amount will be allowed as deduction if none of the above போட்டிருக்கு. மூணையும் படிச்சுடுறேன். The firm deducts tax at source on the amount before 36/23. Second, the firm deducts tax at source on the amount before due date of filing return. C. The firm files an affidavit stating that the tax will be recovered by 31/3/2024. Answer none of the above. 21. House property loss can be carried forward if the return has been filed within time allowed under section 139(4). 22. For the recovery of wealth tax, the provisions of Income Tax Act would apply. 23. Publication of information respecting assessors in certain cases is provided in section 287. 24. In case of an assessee A, the assessing officer has proved with documentary evidence that withdrawals of household expenses were insufficient for making the addition. The AO should invoke which section? Section 69C. 25. Certificate to tax recovery officer under section 222 of the Act is governed by rules laid down in answer B, the second schedule. 26. The assessee engaged in business of civil construction has turnover of rupees 20 lakhs. He did not maintain his books of accounts. He estimated his profit from construction business at rupees 2 lakhs. The profit chargeable under the head profit and gain of business or profession is answer 2 lakhs. 27. The second installment of advance tax of rupees 15,000 was due by 15th September 2022. The assessee deposited rupees 10,000 on 14/9/2022 and balance on 20/11/2022. In this case, interest shall be payable on 5,000 for 3 months 28. Penalty under section 271D and 271E of the income tax shall be imposed by C. Answer JCIT bar additional CIT. 29. Under the income tax proceedings, which authority is considered to be the last fact-finding authority? Answer C. ITAT. Last finding authority ITAT. Question number 30. Under section 278E, there is a presumption of culpable mental state. Next question 31. Unrealized rent received subsequently by the owner of the property will be taxable in the following assessment year. Answer 31B. The previous year in which such rent is realized. 32. One of the following is not a mode of recovery specified in section 222. Answer launching persecution against the assessee. 33. Recovery of any arrears of tax from an assessee by restraint and sale of his movable property is governed by the third schedule. 34. The assessee has made cash payments of rupees 19,000 to a person in the forenoon of September 1, 2022. In the afternoon of the same day, he again made a cash payment rupees 10,000 to the same person. The payment were made towards freight charges to transport. The deduction allowable is rupees 29,000. 35. Question number 35. The order under subsection 1 or subsection 2 of 127 of the Income Tax Act 1961 can be made only before issue of notice under subsection 2 of section 143. 36. The Commissioner can pass order under section 263 of the Income Tax Act if he considers that any order passed by the assessing officer is 36C. Erroneous in so far as it is prejudicial to the interest of the revenue. 37. The rate of interest as per section 234A for assessment year 2023-24 is answer simple interest at the rate of 1% for every month or part of a month. 38. An assessee aggrieved by an order passed under section 12AA of the Income Tax Act 1961 may appeal against such order to the 38B. ITAT. 39. Under section 194(1), at what rate tax is to be deducted for making payments of rent towards use of furniture and fittings? 10%. Question number 40. If an individual transfers any house property to his or to her spouse without any adequate consideration or to a minor child not being a married daughter, then the property income derived from such property will be taxable in the hands of the individual who is transferred the property will remain the deemed owner and the income will be taxed in his hands. Okay, question number 41 படிக்கிறேன். If an individual transfers to his spouse assets belong to him directly or indirectly otherwise than for adequate consideration. Answer A. The value of such assets as an valuation date shall be included in computing the net wealth. 42. Question number 42. For making late payment of income tax, the assessee is liable to pay interest under section 222(2) at the rate of answer B. 1% for every month or part of month from the expiry of 30 days of the service of demand notice. 43. Under the provisions of Section 4 of Section 132 of the Income Tax Act 1961, who can examine the oath any person found in possession or control of any books of accounts or other valuable articles? Answer D. Authorized officer. Question number 44. In view of Section 129 of the Income Tax Act 1961, the succeeding income tax authority, answer A, may continue the proceedings from the stage left by his procedure. Next, for question number 45. Interest is dash. Interest is a compensatory in nature. 46. Which of the following is not an essential ingredient for accepting the cash credit as genuine? Answer is B. The credit has been received through the banking channels. Question 47. Loss from the activity of owning and maintaining race horses can be carried forward for, answer, 4 years. 48. An assessee engaged in dairy business purchased 20 cows at the rate of rupees 10,000 each in previous year 2022 to 23. Out of 20 cows, 8 cows died due to some disease. The assessee recovered rupees 2,005 selling the carcasses of the animals. The deduction allowable to the assessee in respect of the loss of animals for assessment year 2023-24 is, answer, 78,000. B. 78,000. 49. Question number 49. A company incurs expenditure of rupees 1 lakh for publishing an advertisement in a brochure published by a political party recognized by the Election Commission of India. The deduction allowable in respect of the expenditure is, answer, nil. Okay, question number 50. The commissioner can grant or refuse registration of the trust for exemption within, answer D, 6 months from the end of the month when the application for registration was received. Question number 51. No deduction of tax at source under Section 194 LA from payment of compensation on acquisition of certain immovable property shall be made where the amount of such payments, or as the case may be, the aggregate amount such payments to a resident during the financial year does not exceed, answer C, 250,000 rupees. Question number 52. Every person carrying on business is required to keep and maintain books of accounts if his income from business or profession exceeds, answer A, rupees 1,20,000. 53. Mr. X was doing business through his property concern which was carrying a loss of rupees 10 lakhs. After his death, his son, Mr. XX, inherited the business. Answer B. Mr. X and X can carry forward and set off the loss. Next, 54. Question number 54. An employee who has salary income from the government is allowed deduction for allowance in the nature of entertainment allowance up to the following sum. Answer B. A sum equal to 1/5 of his salary or rupees 1,000, whichever is less. Question number 55. Tax to be collected as source with respect to timber obtained under a forest lease is at the following percentage of sale value. Answer C, 2.5%. Question number 56. While disposing an appeal, the following appellate authorities have power to set aside an assessment and issue directions to the assessing officer to make an order of fresh assessment. Answer B. ITAT and High Court. Question 57. The power of grant immunity from prosecution under certain situation is laid down in section 276AB is given to answer D. Commissioner of Income Tax. 58. Question 58. Once the registration of exemption is granted to a trust by the Commissioner or Director of Income Tax, by them, the same can only be cancelled by the following authority. Answer C. By the issuing authority after providing a reasonable opportunity to the trust. Question number 59. A memorandum of gross objection under section 253(4) of the Income Tax Act may be filed by the assessing officer or a assessee within answer A. 30 days of receipt of the notice that an appeal against the order of the CIT appeal has been preferred by the party. Question number 60. Form 26AS is a consolidated tax statement issued under Rule 31AB of Income Tax Rules, which includes answer A. All the above போட்டிருக்கு இல்லை என்னென்னு படிக்கிறேன். A வந்து tax deducted at source, B tax collected at source, C advance tax, self assessment tax, regular assessment tax deposited in the bank by the taxpayer. இது எல்லாமே ஆன்சர். All the above are answers. Question number 61. Under subdivision 2 to section 117 of the Income Tax Act 1961, the central government may authorize the board to appoint income tax authorities. Answer B. Below the rank of assistant commissioner. Question 62. From the following, which assets are not to be included in the net wealth of the assessee? Answer A. Residential house given by the company to the managing director whose annual gross salary is rupees 3 lakhs. Question 63. Mr. Shaw is a sleeping partner in a firm. The firm pays him 1,20,000 rupees as salary during the year. The net profit of the firm as per its profit and loss account for the year is 5 lakhs. The deduction allowable in respect of the salary paid to Mr. Shaw is answer nil. Okay, 64. The credit balance in partner's account during the previous year 22-23 was 1 lakh rupees. The firm paid him interest on the capital at the rate of 20% per year as per the partnership deed. The deduction allowable in respect of the interest paid to him to the partner is answer C. 12,000 rupees. Okay, question 65. An income tax authority during the course of survey under section 133A of the Income Tax Act 1961 cannot answer D. Seize cash or valuables. Question 66. Which rule of the income tax rules deals with the procedure for production and admission of additional evidence by the CIT appeal? Answer C. Rule 46A. Question 67. Which item of income are liable for payment of advance tax? Answer all the items of income. Question 68. What is not interest for purpose of TDS under section 194A? Answer D. Where interest is payable on account of compensation by Delhi Development Authority for delay in construction. Question 69. All the income for the purpose of charge of income tax and computation of total income has been classified under different heads of income in the following section of Income Tax Act. Answer section 14. 70. Question number 70. Prosecution under section 276C cannot be launched except with previous sanction of answer B. Commissioner of Income Tax, Commissioner Appeal. Question number 71. With a view to obtain the evidence of any person, Section 291 provides for tendering immunity to any person. This power is given to answer central government. Question 72. The due date for furnishing the return of wealth shall be answer B. The date as mentioned under 139(1) of the Income Tax Act 1961. Question 73. There are 10 items in a particular block of assets. Which of the following statement is necessarily true in respect of the 10 items? Answer C. The rate of depreciation prescribed in the IT rules is same. 74. If the wealth tax assessee wants immunity from penalty, he should apply to whom? D. Answer. The assessing officer. 75. Question number 75. Please read the following two statements. True or whichever is true. Statement 1. Short term capital loss can be set off against long term or short term capital gains only. Statement 2. Long term capital loss can set off against long term or short term capital gains only. Answer B. Only statement 1 is true. Statement 1 is true. 76. Question number 76. The expenditure related to exempt income is permissible deduction under section 37(1) of the Act. Is the answer B. False. 77. The last installment of rupees 15,000 of advance tax due on 15/3/2023 was deposited on 2/4/2023. In this case, the amount deposited, answer C, shall not be treated as advance tax and interest will be payable under section 234C at the rate of 1% for 1 month. Next, 78. A company engaged in construction business borrowed rupees 1 crore during previous year 2022-23 from bank for purchase of new machinery which was put to use on 1/6/2023. The interest on the loan was loan for previous year up to 31st March 2023 works out to 4 lakhs rupees. Out of this interest, amount allowable as deduction for assessment year 23-24 is nil. Answer is nil. 79. Question number 79. Who is treated principal of officer of a company for TDS purpose? Answer is D. Any one of the above போட்டிருக்கு. எல்லாத்தையும் படிச்சுடுறேன். A. Secretary, treasurer, manager or agent of such entity. B. Managing director of the finance department of such entity. C. Any person connected with management and administration of such entity. இது எல்லாமே ஆன்சர் தான். ஏதாவது ஒன்று ஆன்சர் இதில். ஓகே. கொஸ்டின் நம்பர் 80. Order under subsection 3 of section 132 of the Income Tax Act 1961 remains in force up to, answer C, 60 days from the date of order. Question 81. A vehicle is not exclusively used for the purpose of business. The assessing officer, answer D, may disallow a fair proportionate part of the depreciation at prescribed date. Question 82. The officer authorized under section 132 of Income Tax Act 1961 can, answer A, seize books of accounts and valuables articles found during search action. Question 83. The rate of interest as per section 234D for assessment year 2023-24 is, answer C, simple interest at the rate of 0.5% for every month or part of a month. Question 84. Loss from activity of owning and maintaining race horses can be set off from, answer C, income from owning and maintaining race horses only. 85. Loss under the head business and profession cannot be set off against the income from answer salary income. 86. The punishment of second and subsequent officers is provided in D. There is no such provision. 87. An assessee is following mercantile system of accounting. The due date of the filing of his return of income for annual year 23-24 is 31st July 2023. The assessee debited rupees 1 lakh being sales tax payable by him in the profit and loss account for the annual year 23-24. He paid rupees 40,000 each on 36-22 and 31-12-22 towards sales tax. The deduction allowable is answer B 80,000. Question number 88. Section 222 is answer A procedural section. 89. The assessee acquires a piece of machinery costing 1 lakh rupees. The assessee receives 20,000 rupees by way of subsidy from the central government against the cost of machinery. 30,000 of the cost was meant by a loan taken from a bank. The actual cost of the machinery is answer B 80,000 rupees. Question 90. Who is the prescribed authority empowered to file reference in High Court in wealth tax matters? Answer C Chief Commissioner bar Commissioner. 91. X gifted 4 lakhs rupees to his wife on November 5th, 2010. Mr. X purchased gold out of his Mrs. X wife வாங்கிட்டாங்க purchased gold out of his money. The market value of the gold on 31/3/2016 is 8 lakhs. The market value of gold on 31/3/2012 was 5 lakhs 20 rupees. The amount to be included in net wealth for assessment year 2016 to 2017 shall be answer 8 lakhs. 92. No interest under section 244A shall be payable if the amount of the refund is less than dash of the tax as determined under subsection 1 of section 143 or regular assessment. Answer C 10%. Okay. 93. Question number 93. From the following, which assets are not to be included in the net wealth of the assessee? Answer A urban land held at stock in trade for less than 10 years. Question number 94. Prosecution for the thwarting the execution of a certificate under the provision of section 276. 95. Anonymous donation received by a charitable trust is exempt and not liable for tax. Answer B false. 96. Question number 96. A firm is answer B not liable to wealth tax, but partners share in the value of the assets of a firm shall be included in the net wealth of the partner. Question number 97. Work is mentioned in section 194C does not include answer C manufacturing or supplying a product according to the requirement of specification of customer by using material purchased from a person other than such customer. Question 98. The rate of respect of taxable wealth under the Wealth Tax Act 1957 is answer 1%. Question number 99. As per section 222(1), any amount otherwise than by way of advance tax specified as payable in a notice of demand under section 156 shall be paid within answer 30 days. B 30 days. 100. Under this section of the Income Tax Act 1961, the assessing officer has power to inspect registers of companies Answer D 134. 134. Okay. Question 101. No appeal shall be admitted by CIT appeal unless at the time of filing of the appeal. Answer is none of the above. Okay. 102. Under section 195, on what type of payments made to non-resident or to a foreign company tax deduction at source is not to be made? Answer B. Salaries or dividend of a domestic company chargeable to tax. 103. As per instruction issued by the CBTDT under section 268A(1) of the Income Tax Act 1961, what is the mandatory limit of tax effect for filing appeal by the Income Tax Departmental before the appellate tribunal? Answer C. Rupees 50 lakhs. 104. The assessee is entitled for deduction out of business income tax to out of income towards, answer C, excise duty. 105. In view of the provisions of section 132B of the Income Tax Act 1961, the assets seized under section 132 or requisitioned under section 132A may be applied to meet, answer A, existing liability under Income Tax Act. 106. Political parties will lose the exemption of its income from taxation if it fails to comply with the following. Answer B. The treasurer or authorized person of such political party or any person of the political party fails to submit a report under subsection 3 of section 29C of the Representation of Peoples Act 1951 for such financial year. 107. Assets of the minor child will be included in an assessee's wealth. Answer C. Even if the value of the assets does not exceed rupees 30 lakhs. 108. Where the appeal filed by the assessee before the CIT appeal relates to an assessment or penalty order, it shall be filed within, answer, 30 days of the date of service of the notice of demand relating to such assessment or penalty. Answer 30 days. 109. Which of the following is not an income tax authority under section 116 of the Income Tax Act 1961? Answer C. Drawing and dispersing officer. 110. Salary does not include the following. Answer D. Travelling allowance paid for performance of duty. 111. If a company deals in shares of other companies, the income from such business will be treated as C. Speculative business income. 112. Section 234B. Interest is chargeable only if shortfall is more than, answer B, 10%. 113. Prosecution of failure to pay tax to the credit of central government under section 276B is attracted if a person fails to pay to the credit of the central government. Answer D. Both A and B. A and B என்னங்கிறத படிக்கிறேன். A. The tax deducted at source by him as required by or under the provisions of the chapter 17B. B வந்து the tax payable by him as required by or under subsection 2 of section 115 or the second provision to section 194B. அடுத்த question 114. Assets in Wealth Tax Act include, answer A, not commercial yachts, boats and aircrafts. 115. Income of a trust derived from its property is exempt from tax if it is applied towards, answer C, charitable or religious purposes. Question number 116. Salary, bonus, commission or remuneration due received by a partner from the firm shall be recorded as salary taxable under section 15 of the Act Answer B, false. 117. Under Section 132 of the Income Tax Act 1961, search action can be initiated if answer A, person fails to comply with the requirements of summons under Section 131. Question number 118. An order under Section 263 of the Income Tax Act shall not be passed by the Commissioner of Income Tax after the expiry of dash from the end of the financial year in which the order sought to be revised was passed. Answer 24 months. D, 24 months. Dashல வந்து 24 months வரும். 119. Who is required to deduct tax on interest payments, on delayed payments, etc. for acquisition of land? Answer C, Land Acquisition Officer. 120. Interest for defaults for furnishing return of income is governed by Section C, 234A. 121. Question number. Certain transfer of assets shall be void as provided in answer B, Section 281. Question 122. Medical professionals are required to maintain daily case register in answer B, form number 3C. 123. Question. For purpose of allowing depreciation, plant does not include answer C, livestock. 124. Question. Section 292BB cannot be make a notice valid. Answer is C, where the assessee raised objection regarding service of notice before the completion of assessment proceedings. Question number 125. Voluntary contribution received by a electoral trust shall not be included in its total income of the previous year only if answer D, if it complies with all the above conditions. A, B, C. Conditions படிக்கல எல்லாம் above the இதுன்னு போட்டாச்சு. Okay, 126. In respect of an application under Section 245C made to the Settlement Commission or on or after 1/6/2007, the Settlement Commission has power to grant immunity from prosecution for any offence under answer A, the Income Tax Act 1961 only. Question number 127. A partner can set off his show of loss in the firm against his D, none of the above. 128. Question number. The tax is not be deducted at source if the amount credited or paid during the previous year as fees for professional and technical services does not exceed answer B, 30,000. Question number 129. Penalty under Section 271D of the Income Tax Act is imposed for violation of the provision of Section answer 269 yes. Question 130. In view of the subsection 1 of Section 142 of the Income Tax Act 1961, no person shall be entitled to call in question the jurisdiction of an assessing officer. Answer A, after expiry of 1 month from the date of service of the notice under Section 1 of Section 142, where he has made written order Section 139(1). Question 131. Where by any order passed in appeal or proceeding under the Income Tax Act, an assessment is set aside or cancelled and an order of fresh assessment is directed to be made, the refund, if any, shall become due only. Answer, on the making of fresh assessment. 132. Question. Submission of statements by producers of cinematograph films is required as per Section 285B if payment is over answer B, 50,000 rupees. 133. Long-term capital loss can be set off against answer C, long-term capital gains only. 134. The prescribed rates of depreciation for assessment year 2023-24 allowable under section 32 are given in answer C, income tax rule 1962. 135. For attachment, sale and confirmation of sale, the deviation from the schedule is answer B, not permissible. 136. Question. The appellate tribunal has power to pass an order of stay of demand in any proceedings relating to an appeal filed under section 253(1) of the Income Tax Act 1961 for maximum aggregate period not exceeding 365 days. The answer. Okay. 137. Question number. Loss from illegal business can be set off. Answer A, against business income. 138. The income derived from property of trust in the previous year will not be taxable if such income is applied towards the object of the trust to the extent of answer C, 85%. Question number 139. Every person being resident carrying of an architectural profession is required to get his account of the previous year audited if his gross receipts in profession exceeds answer D, 50 lakhs rupees. Question number 140. Under the provision of section 133 of the Income Tax Act 1961, the power to call for information in a case where no proceedings are pending shall not be exercised by answer C, any income tax authority below the rank of director or commissioner without prior approval director of commissioner. Question 141. Under subsection 4A of section 132 of the Income Tax Act 1961, if the book of accounts or other documents are found in the possession or control of any person in course of such, it may be presumed answer B, the contents of such books of accounts and other documents are true. Question 142. Which of the following statement is true? Question answer C. While giving set off current year business loss given first, then set off for carried forward unobserved depreciation is given. Question 143. The person to be held responsible for offence committed by companies is laid down in answer B, section 278B. Question 144. A company has given an advertising contract to an advertising agency which is a private limited company. In November, it has paid a sum of rupees 5 lakhs to the advertising agency. Company should deduct tax amounting to answer B, 10,000 rupees. 145. Question number. As per the provisions to section 288B, amount payable and refund will be round off to answer B, nearest multiple of 10 rupees. Question 146. Wealth tax is not payable answer A, in respect of property held under trust or other legal obligation for any public purpose of a charitable or religious nature. Question 147. An assessee may make an application under section 245C to the settlement commission containing a full and true disclosure of his income which has not been disclosed before the assessing officer in any case other than such assessments if the additional amount of the income tax payable on the income disclosed in the application exceeds answer 10 lakhs. Question 148. Unexplained expenditure deemed to be income under 69C can be allowed as deduction answer C, not be allowed as deduction under any head of income. 149. Question number. Return of income, assessment notice, etc. will not be invalid on certain grounds as provided in section 292B is the answer. 150. Tax cannot be collected as source if the buyer is a ஆன்சர் டி, ஆல் த எபவ் சைமல்டேனியஸ்லி. ஆல் த எபவ்னா ரெசிடென்ட் ஆஃப் இந்தியா. பி வந்து இஸ் நாட் ஏ ட்ரேடர். சி வந்து ஃபைல்ஸ் ஃபார்ம் நம்பர் 27C. ஃபைல்ஸ் ஃபார்ம் நம்பர் 27C. இது எல்லாமே ஆன்சர்.